Okay, so some other names who did the sexual stuff to me. Tamara Ogle with Cowtown, and Noah Drew. I mentioned Deborah Howard before, another thing that I was told. Also energy work. There was like, so I studied Chinese medicine, but we learned like to balance meridians. Fucking joke to me. But that's kind of what I learned, you know, all that. But then like one day, like somebody started doing like this, like, you know, whatever. It didn't help. I mean, I still have back problems, but I was told it was Deborah Howard, that Deborah Howard's the one who taught them to channel. The ultimate goal was to harass me to the point of killing myself. Again, Noah Drew and Tamara Ogle also did it. To JPS, I was hospitalized for 13 days after the arrest, which again, I just went to make harassment charges. It wasn't even a traffic stop. I was pulled in a parking lot and I was stopped. I was parked. Y'all seen the video? They saw me pull down my tag. I was threatened. I was harassed. I was mocked. I don't have full video. Fort Worth is not releasing anything to me. For the record, I was told I would be stopped, but for the record, I was already stopped when they pulled up. So it wasn't a traffic stop. It was basically more harassment. I was arrested for, I was never asked for identification that I can remember. It was a fucking crazy night or anything, but the license plate was right there in the back of the window. And if you go to the first video where we were at the police station, they saw me pull it off. They knew I had it. I put it in the back of my window. And again, it wasn't a traffic stop. I was stopped in the parking lot, regrouping, parked. My car was parked. And then they pull up and have me get out of my car. And I'm arrested, detained, put in the car, and then told, if I remember correctly, that I'm being charged for the gun. I know one point Stephen Hayden said that when they pulled up, like they never tell me about a gun or give a code or anything. Y'all can watch it. I'm done with this. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I went to file harassment charges against Kyle, Ann, and Betsy and Katie. Shannon Thomas was involved. She was trying to help me, quote unquote. I don't think I knew about the 300,000 at this point. I don't remember. But then I was, brought back. Again, it was for a weapons charge. I had the cops come to my house 5 times after. Here's the one. The one where in the video that y'all see the cops at my house with no mask. So that was the first time they came. They didn't take me. They came back after and took me. And here's the thing. I was sleeping because I was fearful that somebody would come through this window, shoot up the window because of where we sleep. I was sleeping in the doorway between the bathroom because I was terrified of Kyle Zeta. I was terrified of him. That's how far I've been asking somebody to help. Anyways, and that was the first time they came. They came back and I was actually sleeping in my bed. I showed signs of improvement. Guess what? I was still taken. You know why? Because Kyle Zeta's little fucked up faggot ass getting whatever he wants. According to Shannon, they came in here, they read my books. He bought, according to Shannon, he borrowed my DVD prior of Dianetics. Prior to that, they had actually went and paid cash and met Lil, according to Shannon, at Church of Scientology. I've had to stop reading. I love reading. I love educating myself. I've had to stop reading. You know why? Because I'm scared of Kyle and Ann getting me arrested again and taken to the psychiatric hospital. Do you see the post I put about my medication? It's because I'm scared because of these ongoing charges that I'm going to have a medication that is a prescription that I don't abuse because they're older, Phenergan, Narco, or whatever the pain medicine is. I have Ehlers-Danlos, whatever it may be, that she gets me put in drug court or something for Kyle. Anyways, I've had a history of psychosis. It is questionable now that everything started when Deborah Howard, now that channeling dude, I didn't know that fucking shit was real. You know, I just thought it was Omri stuff that they believed in, you know, like Miss Tina said. But 13 days is the longest I've ever been in the hospital. And I'm gonna start, well, since it's pulled up, I'll show you. I got out like the 22nd, 23rd, something like that. Right after I got out, here's some posts by TCU, and they changed her profile. Here's another post by TCU UNT. They changed her profile. Here's proof of Betsy's connection with it, which of course she's, you know, part of this town. But there's proof. Then, let's go this way. Then there's proof of TCU's UNT's involvement with JPS, their community partners. So here is the intake. I'm not a threat to myself or to others. I don't need to be here. Please don't evict me. Sarah did not express suicidal intent. I'm not a threat to myself or others. Sarah did express suicidal intent at the time of admission. Here is, it says that I isolate to my room and is suspicious of others and staff. Hello, Betsy Price is involved. They said that they were watching me, the cameras. They were part of the security, that it was for Kyle. But then here it says current problems, aggressive behaviors. This is complete and utter bullshit. Let's see. So Sarah is paranoid towards other public figures and that there's corruption in the city. I've never had an issue going to psychiatrists. I've been in psychiatric care since 1989. Will not refuse to see patients in providers in Fort Worth due to this corruption. Never been investigated. Okay, so hold on. Let me look over. Okay, so here's the paperwork from April. Let me go to April. So there was 3 doctors involved. The admitting Dr. Timothy, April, and there is a lady by the name of Havzima. So April, I told you Betsy Price was involved, and I told you that I've been told that $300,000 was on the line to get me to masturbate to a female. So during my stay, so it says right here, I don't know, have the dates. I mean, I don't have a calendar in the room. I can't keep track. But I can tell you what happened while I was in that room and wasn't in the hospital. This is from April. April reports sleeping fine last night. Reports, I feel like I am channeling a sexual mutation, which I told you about the sexual transmutation. I have no freaking clue, but it's where they increase your sex drive. They, you know, you can feel. I'll just put it that way. Have you heard of the book Law of Attraction? About channeling. It says down here, channeling wisdom. It says channeling wisdom told me someone live is trying to channel harass me. This is bullshit. I said to go to channelwisdom.com and look up, can you channel living people? Mary Ellen Wilson is the first major case of child abuse. Just look it up. Paranoid or prosecutor, whatever, I don't know that word. Delusions throughout the interview. Apparently, well, I would say apparently she never looked it up, but I want to tell you about April. As far as channeling from Timothy or this other person, no. Reports the sexual thing during the night, Katie Price. Shannon, actually, they woke me up during the middle of the night. April channeled me several times during it. She even told me during the interview, like on the thing, that she would confirm channeling. And channeling, from my understanding, is a wink. And she did like this to show me that it was indeed her. She was involved that night. She knew. She also knew that I was being channeled. And she kept me on Latuda. Another thing it says is that, oh, and again, my incoming report being that I suffer from channeling. So I'm giving you names, I'm giving you stuff. You're not looking anything up. You're just medicating me. And at this point, April is now a perpetrator. Anyways, they kept me on Latuda. With the Latuda one night, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. I didn't know what was happening to me. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. I walk around. If I remember correctly, I started with one anxiety pill. I started with a second anxiety pill. Nothing. I was getting like worried. And as Shannon said, Betsy's crying. I don't know what was wrong. And if I had just like couldn't bang, something's not right. I can't breathe. So she said, hold on. I think the nurse's name was Elizabeth. She said, hold on. She went and called a doctor. They gave me Cogentin and I think Zyprexa to calm me. And as soon as I asked her what were they giving me, and she said Cogentin, I knew immediately it must have been a Tarvis. I think it's called, I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, like dyskinesia or something. I've had it in my face. But as far as the breathing, I had no idea I could do that. But they did tell me she was crying. But again, it was 13 days. I've said self-admits. Most of mine have been self-admits. When I need help, I get help. I've gone to the cops, I need help. They look the other way, they mock, they harass me. Again, April knew. She confirmed it. She was part of it. I showed you the stuff that was done after on the TCU UNT page. But that's what I have on JPS. Oh, and as far as the notes on with the can't being able to breathe, is they put I just had jaw pain or something, like there was something wrong with my jaw. That's incorrect. But that's what I have for you for JPS.